Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem. So we have some supports to start today off with. We have Lindhart and Bernadetta. Bernadetta, always a banger. Let's go.
La 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 la. Such lovely weather for painting.
Bernadetta?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
It's just me, Lindhart. What are you doing?
Painting! Just painting. Not important. Am I in your way? I'm in your way. I'll just go. I'm going.
No need for all that. I just came out here to read. I'll stay quiet and still so as not to bother you. How's that? If you want to go, that's fine too.
No. I'll stay.
Oh, we got a good view of what he's got going on in the back. Yeah, he does have a ponytail under his hair. Like, that looks like his hair is cut to that short length and then he has a ponytail. He's got multiple layers of hair. Just a weird way to cut your hair.
Say, aren't you usually holed up inside?
I'm sorry! I'm sorry for coming here. I'm sorry for bothering you! Mad, aren't you? You look really mad. I'll just pack up. I'll be gone before you know it.
Mad? At you? Never. I rather admire you, in fact. I fantasize about shutting myself in my room and never going outside again. It sounds like paradise. However, I wouldn't be able to perform my research. That, Bernadetta, is a problem.
What? You admire me? Nah! No way. I know a trick when I see one. What are you plotting? So you want to copy me, is that it? And what's a copy do with the original? Replace it! Well, I've got you figured out. I won't just sit back and take it. I'll fight you!
What? That's not this is too much hassle. I'm leaving.
Good idea.
I'm sorry! Please don't kill me!
Is it just me or does Lindhart look a lot older when he's out of his normal, like, stuff that he wears? Anyway, Happy and Constance could be new.
Hey, Coco, how are you?
Definitely new, but I believe that was, "Hi Constance, how are you?"
Happy! What in the world has gotten into you?
Don't need to be jealous. There's plenty to go around.
No need to be jealous. There is plenty to go around.
Happy, it would be easier to understand you if your mouth was less stuffed.
Like some kind of toffee sweets, perhaps? Something a bit sticky?
Kindly finish what you are eating and then say your piece.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.
Nothing better than fresh pastries. You sure you don't want one, Coco?
It's not about whether I want a bun or not. It's about your atrocious manners. Walking around with your arms and jaws stuffed full of unwrapped pastries?
Sounds like heaven.
There are crumbs all over your lips, your clothes. You've left a trail of them behind you. Unacceptable.
Hey, I paid for them. I can eat them however I want. Sure you don't want a bite? If you don't have any, I'm just gonna eat them all. You have to try them fresh out of the oven if you want the full effect. Pretty soon they'll get cold. Oh, I'll explain in noble speak so you understand. They have a crisp, oven-browned exterior and a sophisticated, spongy sweetness lying within. Not interested? That's fine. More for me.
I was going to say, not so fast. Spare one for me, but only because you insisted. It would be rude of me to decline an offering made in good faith. One must mind one's manners.
Of course.
You're really dragging this out. Here, I'll make it easy for you. Open up.
Wait, don't you...
Not bad, right?
I could not, in good conscience, acknowledge this as anything but delicious.
Now you have crumbs all over you, too. Your form could use a little work. Next time, stuff the whole thing in your mouth at once. That's the proper way to eat a snack like this. If you ate this at some stuffy party, cutting it into sensible little bites, the experience would be ruined.
I see your point. There are more types of dining in this world than I was ready to allow for. You've won me over.
Let's eat them while we head to the cathedral and litter the ground with crumbs.
A cap capital idea. Wait, no! Not the cathedral! You've lost me again, Happy.
Happy almost had her converted to the dark side. Almost. Alright, that is a lot of fun. I'm excited to see more Constants and other people. Like, they are all so far brilliant. Yeah, let's go for the mission. I did a small amount of inventory management. Basically, the only thing we needed to do was buy bows for the people who had used their bows. This shouldn't be too bad. Assault at the Rite of Rebirth. While the plot to assassinate the Archbishop shakes the monastery to its core, you suspect the enemy may have a different motivation. Anxiety abounds as the goddess's Rite of Rebirth commences. Let's go. What was interesting is I was watching somebody play the mission which is 2 back from this one, right? And they were hitting level 10 before that mission, and it's just like they were on a lower difficulty, but I'm still like, it's crazy. Assault at the Rite of Rebirth, White Cloud Chapter 4, the Goddess's Rite of Rebirth.
The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth is about to begin. Are we going to move forward with our plan?
But yeah, I'm saying it's crazy the difference in experience levels that it gets you to play with.
I believe so. How confident are you in our theory, Professor?
100%. We're not wrong.
No one's intuition is perfect. It's ridiculous not to have doubts.
All that matters is how our enemy makes their move, not how our teacher feels about the plan.
You seem a mite too relaxed for my liking. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth is about to begin.
I like to think that he knows that we're in just like our casual sports outfits, and he's going, this is not appropriate attire for this ritual.
While we are in the Goddess Tower, we are relying on you to secure the locations that are lacking in defense.
May I let you in on something, Professor? My brother can be a bit callous.
No way.
He told me that he was concerned about you, and hinted that perhaps you would be better off patrolling a coffin.
That was said in jest, Flame, and in confidence. Please just remain by my side and do not cause any more trouble. As a professor, you would do well to remember that it is your duty to guide your students down the path of righteousness.
Of course.
Please excuse us, everyone. We shall see you again after the ceremony has concluded.
A coffin. How fascinating.
Hurry, Professor. We must find a place to hide where we can guard the stairs to the Holy Mausoleum. If the enemy moves as predicted, we should be able to cut off their escape path and capture every last one of them.
Perfect. So. Oh, loading screen. But we're going to get there. I'm trying to remember this mission. I can't remember it fully, but... Yeah, this is the first of 2 missions in the 2 map, if it follows the same kind of path, which it should do. Yeah, I think this one is one where there's no kind of like, there's no secondary objective holding you back. So it should be good. Wonder if we have to bring Edelgard. You probably do, right? Yeah, she's a forced bring. In which case, the one that we ditch... It might be the one it's given us. We might ditch Bernadetta. Yeah, it's not great, but I'll ditch Bernie. You're all set. I mean, there's not really a lot to do with you. We might try and get her some XP during this mission. Right, let's save up and go. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm not going to change the map. Let's go.
We were right. Unwanted guests have come to visit.
Oh yeah, there's also the Death Knight.
Those Central Church dastards have spotted us. Buy me some time while I open the seal on the casket.
I'm on it.
Our enemy appears to be after the tomb of Saint Saros in the back. Are they attempting to steal her bones? It would be best to defeat them before they achieve their aim.
Okay, 25 turns.
There are contraptions of some sort on the floor.
Yeah, I see them. Oh, we don't have a key. We don't have keys.
We must pay attention to our enemy's weapons and advance.
Nope. We don't have keys. Why are keys important? Well, we need to open the chests, and we just don't have them. I mean, we have space for them. I just simply think that I have not bought a single key. So we would not even be able to convoy them. So we might as well just jump out as soon as possible in that one. But it's not too bad. Yeah. I also forgot the Death Knight was here. I might actually arrange my group a little bit with that knowledge. But first of all, hello. Item shop, buy... Not for you, I guess, but we'll buy a key.
Is that the one?
Yep, that's the one.
Is that the one? Thanks
Just
a bunch.
basically, if they
Is
have a
that the
gap,
one?
we're just going to buy a
Thanks a
key
bunch. Is that
because
the
we
one?
can.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one?
It's very expensive
Thanks
as a hobby,
bunch.
but
Is
you know,
that the one? Thanks a bunch.
it's
Is that
what
the
we
one?
need to do.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
You're not coming with us, Bernie, so that'll do fine.
Come back soon.
And then actually we will set up the map a little bit, just because I now know that there's a Death Knight on it. I kind of forgot that. So Death Knight, what level are you? You're 16. I was wondering whether Balthus would survive if he got hit. Like, yeah. What's his thing again? Strength and defense goes up by 6, so it's like he's 6 levels higher. So he should be able to live against the Death Knight if he's lower health, which would then make him not live. We'll think. Well, maybe if we apply a gambit to the Death Knight. Just see. Yeah, I think you need to be at the front, and that's our main difference between how it's set up and how we're. Yeah, so we'll move you in there. You in there. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's a better setup for us here. Right, let's chuck in a save. Now we actually have keys. Let's go.
We were right.
Unwanted guests.
I'm honest.
There we go. Starts our phase.
Our enemy, it would be best to defeat them before they achieve their aim.
Okay.
Look closely.
Contraptions, yep, I see.
We must pay attention to our enemy's weapons and advance while attacking them from advantageous positions.
Okay, so move number 1. Your range is that far. I'm thinking I'm gonna send you forward. Actually, I don't care about you for a second. What's your range? Yeah, so I actually want you in here. Like yeah, with that one. Just wait.
Let me at him.
We'll take a small step to the side here. That's okay. On this side, the archer has some good range, so we'll start taking some steps out.
Put me in there.
Yeah, get out there. Edelgard, are you able to leave? Yeah, you have enough movement to get out. We don't really want to be where we are, so we might take a step back. Oh, I think reinforcements do spawn from behind on this one, from memory. Yeah, let's go.
Death Knight, prove your strength and scatter these fools.
I don't take commands or waste my time on weaklings.
That knight is a powerful enemy. Let's do all we can to avoid him.
Okay. So, first move. They run at us. Miasma, we shoot back. Nice. So, interestingly, this one is not aggroed right now. Let's have a look. So that lowered our strength. Not ideal. I want to head up here to aggro the enemy who's up, like the archer. So let's kill this soldier.
Weather the storm.
Gets us to level 10, which is nice. Extra strength and defense, please. Thank you.
All that blood and sweat was worth it.
That's definitely fantastic. Okay. So now we can start getting out of here slightly.
That's my cue.
Yeah, get over there. Get up here. We'll make sure to position ourselves so that we have, like,
I will get the victory.
strength behind us. Yeah, that's fine. This side's gonna stay. Although I could potentially aggro, like, down here, which might just about work. Yeah, this is gonna be difficult, but we'll try this. So Archer comes in, shoots us. We don't go to half HP yet. We're getting there. That's only 4 damage. We hit back for 2. Nice. Okay. In the center, could just continue punching, but we could also come back here and do like a training. You know what? Let's do a training axe hit. It's not gonna crit, but oh, never mind, it crit.
That is that.
3% crit. That's That's a consistent way to do things. So Death Knight's going to run forward. I'm kind of intrigued. How many Divine Pulses? We have 3. I'm intrigued. Let's see how much this does. Just purely how much does this do? 20 times by 2. My god. He actually dies. Is there anything I can do? That's the next question. Anyone got anything that can reduce the damage slightly? No. No. If unit is not near an ally. No, okay. So we definitely want to go back one. So I think that there's a chance he would actually survive if he goes below half HP. So I think the defense would then save him. Yeah, I think so. So we need to somehow get him damaged.
Let me at him.
What's the Death Knight's range? That's going to be interesting as well. Yeah, or if we hit them with a... yeah, it might also work if we hit him with some kind of battalion. Yeah. Okay. So let's start by moving up. Fire. Go. Nice. So, how much damage can you do? Oh, you can kill him? At level 3? Of course you can.
Now you know your limits.
That was good. Straight level up for Edelgard to level 4. Nice.
It's a long road yet.
Okay, she's catching up. I suppose that the other people aren't that far ahead in terms of levels. Ah, so it's a res that's going to hit there. Okay, we'll move up.
Battle.
You can move up and then wait here.
Sure thing.
I just want to see if there's a good aggro. No, not really on this side.
Yep.
Let's move Happy up here. We might try and get through this little gap. And I might also send Petra over here. Just to split us up a little bit. Right, I would love to be hit. Yes. Wait. How many turns do we have left? We're only on turn 4. We got plenty. Okay. Yeah, run up. I'm going to give you Nosferatu, which will probably do no damage, but I just want to see. Wait a second, I thought this was the one who was hitting. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, we'll head up like that. That's okay. What's your defense? Your defense is 6. What's your defense? Your defense is 8. So you're not hitting for very much. If we head up here, switch over to the Iron Axe, and wait. Let's have a look. 32. Ah. Okay, so we do need to rewind that one. That's bad. That's real bad. I used 2 rewinds already. Right, head up here. Yeah, slight misunderstanding of the situation over in the corner.
Stay focused.
Right, up this way. This is fine.
Yep.
Something like that seems good.
The reinforcements haven't arrived? If they approach from behind, we can attack them from both sides.
Okay. Well, ideally what we want is for Balthus to be hit and then for him to go back. Like, back to deal with the reinforcements. Let's see how that goes. So, Caspar's been hit. Hits back for 3. Maybe I should have had an axe equipped, but that's okay. Yeah. Still fine. 0. Great. Love it. Okay. That heal's unnecessary, but a little annoying. Can we get up there? Not really. So we might actually want to head back to deal with the reinforcements, potentially. Let's see. How much damage do you do? If you use Helm Splitter, you can put them down to 8. That's not bad. Can I see how much damage that this thing's going to do? 0. Okay. What's your range? Okay, fair enough.
Sally forth.
I think you need to heal. So it'll be heal here. Yeah. Let's try this. So how much damage do you do in this kind of range? No, this one. Could use your Gambit as well. Could use your Gambit as well. What's the other bit? Much damage is being done to him? Yeah, so he's definitely going to die. Both of them are going to die if nothing happens. I'm just thinking, how much damage do you reckon that guy can do to us? According to this, he doesn't have any physical magic, so we can do 0.
Still raring to go.
Okay, so I'm thinking we attack this guy with fire. Nice. We then attack the next one with our steel axe plus smash. Nice.
Yeah, it worked.
So that gives us a level up in our authority. We then move up here with Petra. Do as much damage as possible. Are you doing 21 damage? Let me double check. You're doing 22 damage. Perfect. Yeah, so run up here with Petra. Get as close as possible. Steel bow, curved shot. That'll get you down. Nice. Edelgard in here. Steel axe, kill. Nice.
Well,
she needs some speed, really. But she didn't get any. That's okay. This side, we'll think about it.
Sure thing.
If I run up here, I'm going to do a lot of damage with the iron sword. Let's do it. Stop the counterattack that's never going to come. Do you have vantage? No. Okay, perfect. So we can run up here and go blast. Yep, thunder. Perfect.
I won't go down so easily.
Got ourselves a chest key. Miasma. Is that our best? Oh, we could try Banshee for the kill. That'd be ideal. Yep. Perfect. How much does your heal do? It's him at 23. That's above half HP for him. How much is he at? He's at 11. So Vulnerary wouldn't put him to the right amount of HP either. He really needs to take like 1 HP from somebody else. Or 2 HP from somebody else, then we can get him at half. Yeah, we'll move over here. We'll then move like this way. Or we'll stay where we are, because that'll mean that only one can hit us if somebody comes to hit us. Training axe is fine. Wait. Yeah, just take a step back. Should be fine. So now the reinforcement should spawn. 8 of them being in the center, but that's okay. Maybe they spawn this turn. Kill? Yeah, okay. Steel bow. Good. Kill. Yeah, that works. Level 5 for Edelgard. I need a speed upgrade, otherwise he's just going to get constantly destroyed. Nope.
That won't do it all.
That's terrible. Magic Charisma, or Magic Charm, sorry. That's just not going to work. Right, heal up.
I owe you one.
Good. Battalion leveled up. We got some hit. Wonderful.
Put me in there.
Thinking I'm just going to move over this way. How much damage are you doing to Balthus? 0. Well, I think I'm happy to stand where I am then. Yeah, we can actually stand here as well. Yeah, I'm going to take a step back with Lindhart. Do a little jump over the top. And then I can get Yuri in at this side. And keep Dorothea safe. Yeah, I think this is fine. Go. So, that's fine. Get 16 damage back. Reinforcements. Oh, they're all magic users? Oh no. Oh, they don't attack this turn? They're gonna destroy him. Okay. It's good to know. I think we take a step and just start going. Nice.
Fresh out of luck.
Battalion leveled up. Hey, the extra resilience is good. Okay. We're only going to get hit by 1. Let's equip our Iron Bow Plus and then wait. So they're going to hit us for 9. That's okay. What's our res? Our res is 7 compared to res of 11. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Move happy rounds. I suppose this is why they gave us the res tiles. What's our turn? Turn 7. We actually don't have that many turns. Oh dear. Yeah, head round here. What's yours? 2. Yeah, really bad. Okay. I think just move everybody back is like a very sensible move here. Okay. So some of them are just running into the center, which is kind of suicidal, but that's okay. Make sure we get the single hit off there. That guy's a little lost, but that's also okay. Can you just kill one? Yes. Perfect.
Even stronger than I look, yeah?
Can you just kill one? No. Okay. So we need to do like some kind of thing like this. That'll work. Nice. So now we just need to do 21 damage, which is hopefully achievable. Oh, my screen's gonna turn off. There we go. Stop that minor panic there where I'm like, oh, what's happening? This one? There we go. Just need him dead. I'm not really worried about the overkill here. Attack? Okay. Which one of you is high res? You have 10? Yeah, let's go for it. I just need it to hit, so we'll just go for a solid hit. 10 hits go back on, or 10 hit goes back on happy. It's okay. Right. In here, attack with the long sword. Nice.
Face it, I'm better than you.
Level 9 Fury.
I'll never be satisfied.
Now, the thing is, I'm just looking, we only have 1 Divine Pulse charge. I want to chuck him in there. How much do you provide in terms of your healing per turn? 10%. Yeah, I think we need to go give Balthus 1 shot of Dorothea probably before we do anything crazy. You're doing 12 damage to him. Okay, well we'll just chop, we'll just come around and heal.
Thanks for helping.
Nice. Right, round here. Let's go. Anyone else? Yeah, you go around. You can go all the way around this way and drop in a heal as well.
Thanks.
Nice.
How long?
Okay. Nobody else needs to do anything. We'll hold off. We did some serious damage back. Nice. Now, I could spend a turn giving him the extra health. I kind of want to know how much damage it does. Can you kill here, by the way? Yes. I am going to use Smash anyway because it guarantees the hit pretty much.
Witness my power.
Gets her a little bit further up in terms of levels. Okay, so she's almost caught up. I want to see what it's like. I suspect we're still going to get hit though. And I think the way that we beat him is probably we dash into him. If I think the way that we beat him is we dash into him, then we should just dash into him, right? Let's clear that. Yeah, so there's a little bit of hitting from either side, but we can do it. We can just run in and like use our gambit and dash. There's nothing stopping us. I mean, I'm not really worried about the magic users, so to speak, so... Oh, let me double check. There a magic user behind? There is, but they can't hit. Okay. So if we put somebody right there, they're not going to be screwed. And also if we get some people on the Avo squares, maybe hitting them, that could be cool. Does he have attack back anywhere? Yeah, he does. He has counter attack. Cool. In the center. This side. This does let us do a single one of those.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Definitely seems to let us. Heal.
Thanks.
Nice. Right. She's gonna run in. Yeah, we should be fine, but I'm just working out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, she's gonna be there, so we want to be here. Nice. So, round here, Gambit. So this is just the can we kill the Death Knight Gambit, basically. First things first, we can check whether Balthus will survive. not a hope. I mean, he can do 20 damage, maybe. Or, like, yeah. But he's not going to survive because he still gets double hit. He gets double hit for a lot less, but he still gets double hit. Okay, anybody actually have anything that can potentially do something against him? You don't. Can anyone else reach him? I mean, you can. What are we looking at here for your gambit? I mean, it'll hit. You can't. You would survive a hit with your swords, but yeah, okay. We can't kill the Death Knight. That's what I've determined here, which is fine. All it means is that we ditch this plan and go to plan B, which is play the map properly. Okay, cool. If we can't beat the Death Knight, then I'm not going to beat my head over it. We've done it before in a different build, but this build just happens to not be, you know, it's not set up for killing Death Knight, essentially. It's not, we haven't got high-powered gambits, which is what we need to kill the Death Knight. Still, this is still pretty good, the ability to just run out and get into position quickly. Setting Balthus up isn't a bad thing, like, at all. Setting Balthus up is a cool thing to start it off with. Yeah, this way's probably better for you. This way's better for you. But yeah, it's fine. I need to set up the people attacking. Let's see here. Who has the highest res on this side? Might be you. No, you're 3. You? 7. Yeah, okay, I guess you have the highest res. You can't attack back, which is unfortunate, but hey. Equip that, go with it. So you get hit for 12. That's okay. Oh, now I don't care about the range of the mages. I now care about the range of the Death Knight. Because now the Death Knight's a problem. You definitely want to be in here. Yeah, in there. With your Iron Bow on. Cool. Get Dorothea in. You're gonna chill. You're gonna chill. Although actually I might just do a little rearranging so that Balthus gets 1 extra movement. Cool. Constance, this way. Almost went round past the Death Knight. That would have been well bad. Do a little heal.
What a thrill!
Let's go. Cool. They run in, we get hit for 12. Oh, they don't even hit us. Wow. That's amazing on that side. 1 damage versus a nice 12 damage return. Oh dear. I kind of do want to know this guy's range now. Okay. So run up this way, attack back.
Who is next?
So you can now stand here. What's your health? 15. So he healed 4. So actually, yeah, it is ideal to do this because that'll set him up to 19 health, I think. Right. Yeah, I think we do this. Probably if we can get a kill, like something like Iron Sword Wrath Strike for 21, or to leave him at 21. How much do you do? If you head round here and curved shot. Yeah, perfect. I think actually we didn't even need to do that much because we left him at 21 rather than did 21 damage. Yeah, round here just to get further in. Also, it blocks off a little bit more area because, and why is that good? Well, blocking up more area means that we can move our people up further, basically. Hey, level 10. Wonderful.
We must all do our part.
Kinda garbage. Oh, there's the chest key. Okay. We've got a ton of like magic ups on characters who just shouldn't get it. It's very weird. I guess we're being incredibly lucky if we're going for a magic run. Not going for a magic run is kind of like, yeah, okay. It's fine. So you're running in, hits us.
Predictable.
Ooh, okay, slightly. Oh, I guess because I had the Iron Sword, we got double hit. They ran into melee range on us on this one. Our strength is lowered as well. Don't care about you. Never had you marked. Okay. Now I kind of care about these guys as well. Okay. So if I head here, we can combat our back. We'll just use like this iron bow here. It's not a lot because we have our strength lowered, but it's something. And now Balthus can grab the kill. Yeah, there we go. I'll do it.
Couldn't weather the storm, huh?
He's like 19 HP, right? Perfect. So he is 100% set up for where he needs to be. He could survive a single hit from the Death Knight. A shame the Death Knight double hits, but you know, he could survive a single hit from the Death Knight. Sounds a lot better. Right, hit that one. Cool. I still also have my Divine Pulse because I didn't use it to check, which is very good. I need like another hit in there. Or an Edelgard, can you kill? You can, because you do insane damage for your level. Although I guess your level's now everybody else's level. Level 6 for Edelgard.
One step at a time.
Yeah, who needs to bring Edelgard along in the mission? She'll just power level here with her like 1.2 multiplier. Yeah, okay. I think I found the way that you're meant to play the game. You're not meant to actually bring them along on any missions. You're just meant to bring them along for main quests. And then they'll just level there. Oh dear. Yeah, stay away from the Death Knight. I think it was Dimitri that one-shot the Death Knight on the Blue Lions route that we played previously, so that would explain why things aren't quite going our way here. Do you have a... You don't have an offensive attack. Oh, okay. In which case, I just need to work out where you can... Yeah, so you can both stand in the same squares. Oh, no, we can... Alright, if we stand there or there... Okay, that works. Okay. Training sword. Move forward with Caspar. Equip ourselves the Iron Gauntlets. It's fine. Let's just get Edelgard in here as well. We can jump in. Who else do we need to get in here? Probably Constance's bigger priority, and then we'll move Lindhart in behind. Nice. Don't really care about these guys. Just want to see where we're at. Is it the same deal here? Yeah, so these two are free squares. Gonna move up here. Yeah, switch to the Iron Gauntlets, and then open the chest. Intermediate seal. That's pretty good. That's 1,000 gold. I'll take 1,000 gold for free. And head up this way. That lets us get a heal on to Yuri. Is Yuri the only person who hasn't moved? Yeah, go. So runs down here. The angle means that even though, yeah, it does 0 damage, and the angle means that we're okay. That's fine. I think that's a Death Knight square it moved on to. No, it's in a Death Knight adjacent square. Right, punch him. You punch 73. Okay, so I'm thinking we want to do is Thunder. That's horrible. Right, Miasma. Nice. Punch him. 73 chance of getting both, or we use something like... Nah, this isn't going to work. If I use Steel Gauntlet and then Rushing Blow, would that still move us forward? Let's see. Probably can't move.
Even stronger than I look, yeah?
No, okay, that's fine. Onslaught. Just hit. Nope. Training Lance. You're not going to kill her, so that's fine. Yeah, we just have to take that. This side, we got similar kind of thoughts going on. What's our Gambit like here? 80? I'll take it. 80 is really good.
We've got to try.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in. Nosferatu for the kill. It's one he can actually get, and it gets his XP up to level 7. Cool. Strength's bad.
I think I'm improving.
It's a bad level up. I mean, his sword use is better, but, you know, it's a bad level up. Hey, Edelgard, do you want to get this final hit? Edelgard's gonna get MVP, isn't she? I just realized it.
Your defeat was inevitable.
She's gonna steal it from Balthus.
I've mastered this art.
Plus 5 HP is cool. So she's now finished that one, so we don't necessarily need to do anything more of that. Let's just shoot. Yeah, why not? I mean, I know they have heal, but they can't self-heal. We'll run forward. Constance. Yeah, run forward and heal.
I owe you one.
Cool, battalion levels up. Wonderful. Let's see what's happening at the other side. So we do hit the thunder that time, which is nice. She's a little low on health. Yeah, something. Well, you do 13. How much does your Thoron do? Yeah, do it. That actually hit. Wonderful. In here, miasma, hit. Solid.
Easy peasy.
So you can run up and start shooting people with these. So doing the exact same thing that we did on the other side. So we are mirroring each other here. Run up, go. This side. Oh, we did that last turn. No. Yeah, if I take a step forward, then you're in range, right? Yeah. Hey, what if I do this though, and just kill him? Well, that's pretty good. You know what? Let's just do that because just realizing here. Well, oh, it's crit. Never mind. I was gonna go. They don't have an offensive move, so we can just attack them. You're only gonna do 12 anyway. You have the key, right? Yeah, you have the key. Just run up and grab that. Spirit Dust. Raises res? Magic. Okay. I knew it was magic-y related. That's okay. Get Edelgard up here. We'll run up behind on that one. I know, we're leaving the Death Knight. It's paining me to leave it, but like, just not worth it. I mean, we get XP, but that's not a huge priority for us because the party's not a real party for most of it, so we're fine. Okay. And now, actually, because we know how much that Spearman does, we can be fairly certain that we're absolutely fine to run forward here and just attack.
At least you're no coward.
Level 11 for Balthus, continuing to fly ahead.
That's life.
Speed's pretty good. Yeah, it stops double attacks and gives him more. Just shoot with the iron bow. Yeah. Sets us up a little bit better. And get some XP. Don't go run next to him. That might actually ruin our run. Okay, go. This side. Round the back and just kill him. Yeah, once again using smash to get the kill.
Failure is not an option.
Yeah, she's actually not leveling up every single kill anymore, which is, I guess, good. It's a good sign.
Thanks for helping.
It means she's leveled to the correct level. Antitoxin. Okay, round here. Just keep running. We'll then run up this way. And we'll get this last one in here. Can't do anything. Right. 9 turns remaining. They hit Balthus. Balthus punch back. Cool. Round top here. This is fine as long as we don't end our turn here. Right.
All roses have thorns.
Nice. She's actually lower level than Edelgard, I just realized, despite having been that level when she joined the fight. Heal. I love how strong Yuri is, like, and he's able to use magic. Like, I think that's what's crazy about it. Like, if he was just that strong, you'd be like, meh, it's okay. The fact he can use magic on top of it is crazy good. Yeah, I'm not gonna run in and aggro that guy this turn. I'm just gonna chill. We don't need to. We got turns to spare. Wonder if Edelgard has any lines against this magic user. We probably can't actually see it, but you know. Wonder if she does. Yeah, I'm gonna aggro here. We have the turn to do that.
Shouldn't
Yeah,
strain
run up
myself.
there. Alright. Turn back. Heal the correct target.
Oh, thank you.
Gets us a little bit more XP. Would be nice if we get him to level 10 as well, because then he can use a different class. We still have this turn, so I'm going to move forward. Move up. Can I get a heal over the top? No, probably actually don't even have any physics left, I guess. Right.
Let's go.
I hate that. That might be my least favorite move the AI does. The 0 damage gambit, just because we have to then stand there. Be like, well, let's think about what we did. Alright, hit him back. Nice. Can you grab the kill here with, like, your sword? Yeah. Perfect.
Let's face it, I'm better than you.
Not quite there. Okay. You're stuck.
That's my cue.
Move you up here. Where? You got fire. Okay. Well, I got turns to spare. I'll just wait. Yeah. Actually. Yeah, stand there. And there. Doesn't matter where you stand. You're actually fine either way. I'm just working out for a gambit where we can send them. Right. Run up. You're gonna step out and then heal up. Oh, yeah, you're gonna step out. We're getting a lot of XP here. Do that. Heal up.
How sweet.
That's not quite enough, but that will get us to 10 at the end of this. You go stand next to Dorothea, so you get full XP. Yeah, so you get full health.
Let's see them handle this.
I hate that. That is... Oh, it missed. That's great. Okay. You are in trouble. Yeah. I'm going to shoot you with this bow. And they don't even get their counter attack. Level 10 for Yuri. Loving it.
Well, that's, yeah.
Kind of a bad level up, but at the same time, still good for him. Training gauntlets. Probably should have given Dorothea that kill in hindsight, because Dorothea is level 5. Okay, Constance. Rally. Not rally, Gambit. I clicked the right button, I said the wrong thing. So this should give us battalion XP if we weren't already maxed. It'll give us a little bit of authority as well. Now we can start running in here. How much damage does she do? So... 22, well, 100% dead. Okay. Curved shot? Yeah, let's do something like that. Oh, you're too late, I think is what you said. Oops. I just completely skipped him entirely. Alright. My bad. Dorothea? Actually, you've got Thoron. You can attack from here. Chance of a crit. Nope, but you've now lowered it low enough that Edelgard can get the final hit. Don't know if she has something to say, but I don't think we heard it last time. She has nothing to say, huh? Oh well, she at least gets the XP. Almost level 8 Edelgard. Well done. Another magic level up. Are you seeing this? She's got 2 magic level ups in a row? What garbage is that?
It's no use. A seal is broken. You can't... a sword.
I mean, I'm very happy we're not using Edelgard this playthrough, because our stats are whack. Oh dear. It never ends well for him.
that sword is... I see. What a pleasant surprise.
He got away. That sword. Why is it...
That's the sword that was in the casket. Seems to be shimmering, almost as though...
Hey, Catherine. What's up?
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control. You, round up any stragglers.
Will do.
Stage complete. 22 turns, and MVP was Edelgard. Hey, get full motivation, Edelgard. I guess she did have 0 motivation, so it's not a wasted one, like Balthus would have been. And then we get Sword of the Creator. You know, I think I'm just going to discard it this time. I wonder if it's even an option. I'm going to go real slow. You can just be like, I'm going to discard it. No. Okay, get rid of the chest key. The mysterious blade unleashes its true power in Alpax's hands, extending to reach distant enemies. The weapon's durability is restored by 5 each time we rest. Yeah, we know. Except you never rest, because that's just stupid. Like, I mean, you can just battle and get the ore, which is objectively better, because then you end up with experience, money, and ore. It's like you end up with a better, and you even get more durability back from the ore that you get. It's crazy.
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
Ooh, bad card to play.
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
I love Edelgard's just there in her sports gear like, hey, what's up?
That's that, I suppose. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It was all the Western Church's doing. That masked knight who led the attack somehow managed to disappear without a trace.
The Church of Seiros clearly isn't as unified as it would hope to appear. It seems the bishop of the Western Church was always opposed to the church being ruled centrally from Garreg Mach. Perhaps they hoped to remove the archbishop in order to completely strip the central church of its authority.
The central church?
Oh, that's right. Geralt mentioned that you were raised without any exposure to the church. In order to function more efficiently, the Church of Seiros is split into several smaller entities. The Central Church is the largest, and leads the organization from Garreg Mach.
The Western Church extends from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato rebelled, into the far west. They can be found just beyond the most renowned stronghold of the kingdom, the fortress city of Aryan Road.
It seems the Knights have been tasked with subduing the leaders of the Western Church. We may be given the opportunity to help them with their mission.
To think, our own professor was born in Fódlan, and yet knew nothing of the church. I never imagined explaining something so basic to an instructor of mine. You're something of a special case, are you not?
I suppose I am.
How strange that the Archbishop would ask someone like that to lead her students. There's clearly more to that decision than we know.
Lady Rhea is pretty scary sometimes. But to execute that whole group, just like that? It seems harsh, even for her.
of us does something bad, I wonder what she would do to us.
Maybe make you go outside.
Professor, do you agree with the Archbishop's actions?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
Alright, but we're about to go for sports day. I guess there's no sports day here.
The Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seiros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the Crest Stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the Crest Stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its Crest Stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Thank you, Rhea. I appreciate that.
Lady Rhea, wait. Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger?
Do we have to do this every time, Seth? I've been here 3 times before.
Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it.
I love the way he says readily.
Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily.
Readily?
If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fódlan would be consumed by war.
Nemesis?
Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seiros over 1,000 years ago. When Fódlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator.
You hear that little bit there when he's... Listen to what he says with gifted.
When Fódlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis.
There's that ever so slight hint of a hesitation. You wouldn't notice it. Like, I don't know if that's even deliberate. But to me, I'm thinking that's him going like, what's the correct word to use in this situation that doesn't give away, that it doesn't reveal the secrets of the Church?
Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fódlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seiros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Sereth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness.
And for the first time, your faith is rewarded.
Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last.
It's not that difficult to understand.
And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you?
The sword chose me.
Is that a fact?
Yeah.
I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name?
Catherine.
Yes, her! The Sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must, whatever comes to pass. Please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Of course. And off we go. And now, we do a save. Are we getting there? I think there's one more conversation before we get there. And this.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fódlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fódlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
Neat. They had somebody tied to a mast there. That's usually what you do against sirens, right? At least in myth. It's the, something is going to beguile you off the ship, so you tie yourself to the mast in order to, so you cannot do anything. Like, you physically can't go and turn the ship towards them even if you wanted to. I mean, obviously, if that was what they did, it really didn't work for them. There are new places to explore in the monastery. Is there? I'm trying to think. Oh, yes, the graveyard was locked. 4,000 gold and Edelgard, I think.
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier.
Okay. Why must the church eliminate him?
This skirmish involves a holy relic, and is therefore more than a single noble is capable of resolving. The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Oh, thank you. I'll try and avoid him. I think I made that joke every
Professor,
single time.
I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome, but with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Seiros could not hope to defeat you.
It would never come to that.
Is that so? Even if those forces were to hurt someone precious to you? Can you say with full confidence that you would not turn your sword on them if that were to happen? You know, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize.
I hadn't fully got it, but this implies Edelgard has worked out why you're able to wield the Sword of the Creator, at least to some degree.
Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher?
No. If we leave the monastery? Oh, what do you mean?
Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Okay.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately.
Hi, Hanneman.
Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The Crest of Flames. That is what you possess.
The Crest of Flames.
Your ability to wield the Sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Oh, that was it. And Saturday? Well, I mean, Manuela, we're having a tea party. Alright, we don't have that many options. Manuela? I don't think you have a sweet tooth. I think our best option is the sweet apple blend, but I don't think it's going to be right.
Thank you for your invitation. To what do I owe this surprise? Thank you.
That's a no. Okay. So we need to get the questions right. I'm in her mind. I'm single and desperate. I'm single and desperate. I'm single and desperate.
Huh?
Right. Courtyard couple.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. The opera. Not the view from a bridge, although that would be my second choice there. First meeting. 100%.
Who are you, really? Such a mystery. I don't really understand you. Tell me everything.
Flirt, but actually chat.
That's right.
There we go. I told you. I'm in her mindset. Observe.
Your gaze is sensuous. I don't hate it. It's good.
Just try and get the other one to activate. Well, there we go.
Every rose has its thorn. Every beautiful leg should have a dagger, don't you think?
Yeah, it's time to leave now. Goodbye.
Thanks for the treat. Come by the infirmary anytime you need anything. I'll be waiting, Professor.
Uh-huh. We enjoyed our time together. We got some charm. And it is... Wait, what? That wasn't a free time? No, I'm not curious how Edelgard's doing, actually. That wasn't a free time. That is weird. It's usually a free time. Okay. Well, that's fine. I guess they didn't want to give you that many free times this month. We have certifications for intermediates, which is wonderful. So we can grab one. So we could grab either mercenary or thief. I think mercenary is better, but thief also has its benefits. Like mercenary, if we want. I don't know. Let's have a look. We lose 1 HP, but we get. Oh, we also lose a. Oh, because we're in fighter. I thought we got strength from it. Yeah, we do get 1 strength from this one as well. We got a lot more speed from that. I do like the strength. I don't know. I'll double check what they give us as bonuses and then choose. We could also go faith, but that seems unnecessary. Who else have we got? Yuri. Yuri's a good. He's a straight upgrade. His upgrade would be to. Oh wait, can he not do priest? Oh, he can. So he'd actually have to switch to something like archer. Interesting. Yeah, thief is also good for him. Yeah, so he'd kind of like jump class over to a non-magic class. But that would give him insane amounts of speed, and mercenary would give him good strength. I don't even know if archer is that good for him. I mean, it gives him bow range, but at the same time, he doesn't really have dex, so... Yeah, one of those would be great for him. Thief or mercenary, both are acceptable. Okay. And then Balthus? I need to check what they're doing, is like what the end thing is. I think the end thing for thief is like stealing. I can't remember mercenary, but I'll look it up. So brigand gives you a ton of extra strength. Well, it gives you 1 extra strength, but fighter already gives you 1 extra strength. Then brawler gives you unarmed combat, but apart from that, it doesn't give you too much else. I think I'd prefer brigand. Yeah, I prefer the strength buff, like just the straight strength buff. Yeah, and it doesn't lower your res. I think brigand's the one I want for him. Yeah, and we have a lot of days this month to get him that. How is he looking on fighter anyway? He's getting there. I think fighter is like strength up. Then Yuri's one is magic up, and the one that we have is also, well, it's strength up, right? Yeah, we're so far off, we might as well just switch, but yeah. Interesting. Anyway, we'll do that next time, once I look them up. We have supports. We have one with Edelgard, which we want to leave until we get her motivation down from training. Lintar, we have one with Happy. Ooh, we haven't seen that one. And Dorothea and Yuri and Edelgard, but Yuri, ooh, we haven't seen that one either. Now that is cool. So we got a couple we haven't seen. I'm going to save it there, and then I'm going to end the episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.